Yeah. So are you standing on faith on God, or are you standing on something else? When that trial and tribulation comes, when that storm comes and it blows and the winds blow and stuff, that will determine what you standing on, where your faith is at. If you were standing on the rock, which is Jesus, or if you were standing on whatever else that was not Jesus, right? Jesus calls men foolish who hear God's teaching, but they don't act on it. They kind of have like a superficial understanding. It's like, yeah, sounds good, okay, yeah, whatever. But you're not really willing to commit to that faith, to the faith. You're like, yeah, sounds good. Like it sounds, if it is good, but like I'm not gonna do anything about it. So those people, those are the foolish people that God calls. He calls foolish men. So we would be considered foolish if we decide to build our rock on sand, because we're not actively committing to the faith, to committing to Jesus. We're actually just continuing to believe in whatever we believe in, and we're not going to, when the winds come and it falls, how great would that fall be? Because building on something that is not stable, it's not a rock, it's not immovable like Jesus, it's not sturdy, it's weak, so it's gonna come crashing down. And how great that fall. Jesus is our rock. He's our Yahweh Tsuri. That's another way of saying he's the rock of my salvation. So I say this to say, let us build on the rock, our Yahweh Tsuri, the rock of my salvation. Let us build on Jesus. He's the immovable rock. He is the one that when the storms come, we're going to be all right. We're going to be sturdy. We're going to be fine. We're going to be not immovable, okay? Because he's the rock. He's immovable. He's not sand. And put your trust in God. Like if, your family don't want to hear like the things you have to say, they don't believe the way you do, or your friends don't believe the way you do, or whatever, just continue to pray for them and pray that, God will touch their heart and they will come, their eyes will be open eventually. And those, remember, use wisdom. Those who will not receive what you're saying, they don't care what you have to say. They're not really receiving to that. Don't waste your time. Move on. That's discernment. That's not judgment. That's discernment. You're using your wisdom, because they're not going to appreciate what you have to say. So keep it pushing. But still pray for them, because we don't know who will be saved. Only God knows who's going to be saved and who's not. And sometimes they'll be like Pharaoh. Pharaoh's heart was hardened until the very